Persona.
Alright, moving into the elimination rounds now, where I am the #1 seed, and the first opponent is Steven Swain, who knows his Pokedex and knows how to battle, so this is going to be a tough one. I see Bronzong and Ludicolo, which can only mean one thing, rain, which I've been kind of afraid of all tournament, and finally here it is in my face. I get a little bit of fortune, however, in that he's not a sweeper Ludicolo. He sets up Leech Seed, so he must be some sort of defensive set with Rain Dish, so more than happy to keep my Drill Man alive. And because he is a defensive build, he's going to resist Earthquake. I can't go for that. I gotta go for Stone Edge and try to go ahead and kill this guy in one hit, and Stone Edge misses, so that's not happy for me. Hypnosis, however, does hit, which I probably wanted to aim at Ludicolo, but I thought it was going to be dead, so I aimed it at Bronzong, even though aiming it at Ludicolo would have just redirected it to Bronzong had Stone Edge hit. However, it turns out that getting this Bronzong slept is quite beneficial, as it prevents him from getting me to sleep, and it also prevents him from setting up any screens, especially Reflect right now. So it turns out to be a good thing that that's the thing that I got slept. And I think this thing actually sleeps for a long time too, so that was pretty nice for me. Rock Slide is all that happens on that turn, as apart from me wasting another Stone Edge, and getting more Toxic damage, and getting more Leech Seed damage. So he's stalling me out right now, which is really bad because I'm on Trick Room, and therefore I'm on a timer. I need stuff to be dead, and I have 0 things dead right now. Stone Edge, however, will hit this time, so that'll change that. And I think I go for Hypnosis, in case Stone Edge missed again. Since, you know, I found out in the last round of the prelims that Sleep Clause is not on, you know, I could do that, but I don't want to be a dick about it and break Sleep Clause. I don't want to win that way, and I do use Hypnosis right there, but it retargets to Bronzong and thus has no effect, so still no Sleep Clause broken, so cool. Out comes Kingdra, one of the most prolific Swift Swim sweepers. Try saying that 3 times fast. And fortunately, it doesn't have any priority, so I'm just going to be able to kill it with a Stone Edge right off the bat, so that works out pretty well. That's a big threat that he just kind of let go for nothing, and I'm very thankful for that. The Bronzong is still asleep after, what is that, 4 or 5 turns? Kind of crazy. And meanwhile, Toxic is hurting me down. Because the Kingdra died, however, I don't take Leech Seed damage, so that's a little bit of health I save on Bronzong. I'm hoping that this Kabutops is not going to kill me with Aqua Jet, but Rain is still up, so it is double stab. I do have Pachot Berry, but unfortunately Toxic wrecked me a little bit too much, and that's going to take Rhyperior down. And on top of that, his Bronzong finally wakes up after I forget how many turns and sets up Reflect, so I'm glad that wasn't set up previously. Consequently, my Rock Slide does nothing. He is Life Orb on Kabutops, but he does have Leech Seed that's going to be directed to Kabutops' position, so that's pretty much going to negate his Life Orb damage. So here comes Shedinja, who I desperately need to Will-O-Wisp on that Kabutops. If so, I win the game, I think. And I do get Will-O-Wisp on it, so cool. He sets up his other screen. He also got an Aqua Tail miss there, which is kind of helpful, as that prevents me from, or allows Bronzong to stay alive and attempt Hypnosis, which of course missed. I guess I could have set up Trick Room again, but that wouldn't really help me since he's got priority. I'm going to go ahead and sneak, because I want the Kabutops dead first. It's gaining back health with Shadow, or Leech Seed is negating its Life Orb, but now it's also got Burn to deal with, so I just got to whittle it down. I don't think the Bronzong even if it explodes, can take out Gekun in one shot. So I just gotta get that Kabutops dead. If I get Kabutops dead, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. So a little bit of Rock Slide, a little bit of Shadow Sneak. Hitting on the physical side is not helping with Reflect, and he's still gaining health back from Leech Seed. I go for Protect, just so if he wants to try to waste another Stone Edge, and I do get him to waste another Stone Edge, so that's pretty nice. And also keeps him all around for another turn. Once again, I miss Hypnosis on Bronzong, but it hit when it counts, so I'll take those misses now. And I haven't exactly been getting the short end of the hack stick either. I wish Bronzong would hurry up and die, because I want him to stop gaining Leech Seed back. So he just Aqua Jets to make sure Bronzong dies, and that allows me another turn of Shinobi Man living, so I'm pretty cool with that. And I think I sneaked there, so stuff is whittling down now. He doesn't have Leech Seed for recovery anymore because Bronzong Astro Man is dead. And out comes Gekun, so I can surf here and use his rain against him. It'll be neutral to Kabutops, and I don't think Kabutops can take out Suicune in one shot. Get some more nice damage done with Shadow Sneak, and Surf should kill him. So due to the burn, also he's not going to be able to kill Suicune with any of his moves, so it doesn't do too much. And now it's just down to Bronzong, so Surf doesn't do too much, however, due to Light Screen still being up, which expires right now. But it did its job with Surf. It finished off the, what was that, Raiden? I didn't catch the name. Finishes off Kabutops anyway. And go ahead and get a burn on that thing just to whittle it down. And look at that! I get Sheer Cold to land. That's his novelty move. The first time it's landed all tournament. But it lands. And didn't really need it. Surf would have been fine too. But just to be a little bit flashy. So that was a long battle, and recording this took a while too. But moving on to round 2 now. And it was kind of a delayed start to this round 2 as well, as it took me so long to record that previous match. It was like 9 minutes long. So he starts off with a Chompert in the Garchomp, or whatever. You guys can read. Apparently I can't. And we're going to see a Crunch come from Garchomp. Fortunately it's not Fire Fang or Fire Blast or anything like that. And Surf comes from Swampert. I was more afraid of Earthquakes killing Rhyperior, but Surf is going to deal some damage to everyone else, and it's going to deal a big hit to Rhyperior, but that is why I have Pachot Berry, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that, I live fairly convincingly with about 55%, so I would have lived it anyway, but much better to be at like 55% instead of almost dead. So Trick Room and Swords Dance are up. Both of these guys have pretty solid defenses on the physical side in particular. So I'm not really expecting to kill Swampert. Probably will kill Garchomp since it did take some damage. And I see Swampert's health bar. It's going down, and when it KO'd a Swampert with Earthquake. So Drillman is looking pretty fierce right now. I don't know if that was an offensive Swampert or what, but it went down. And Chomp goes down as well, as he wasn't even at full health, even though Chomp has comparable defenses. In case Swampert did live, I wanted to put Hypnosis on it, but ended up to be not necessary. And we see his last two guys, which are two fast guys, probably a Scarf Typhlosion and Starmie. So I have no doubt. If I was able to take out a Garchomp, 75% HP Garchomp, and a full health Swampert with Earthquake, I don't think I'm going to have a problem taking out Typhlosion or Starmie with Earthquake. And so, bam, this is what, a 3-turn battle, so that was considerably quicker than the previous one. Sort of made up for the previous one's excessive length, and keeps the tournament moving along. As looks like in this top 8, I'm going to move on into the finals, and guess who's there to await me? That's right, joining me in the finals is the number 2 seed, who I defeated in the last round of the preliminary tournament. But that was a very haxy win, so I'm not exactly confident I can do it again. And here's the interesting part of rematches. I know what his first move is going to be, and he knows what my first move is going to be. So it comes down to who's going to change and try to make a play. Unfortunately, that's not me. His setup proves to be superior, as he gets both my guys slept. I don't get a miss on Dark Void, which would have been very nice. And he's got Agility Gross set up now, which I didn't think he would go for, because I am Trick Room. In case Trick Room did get up, Agility would put him at a disadvantage. But unfortunately both my guys are slept, and Drillman does live this Meteor Mash with some, and he doesn't get a Mash Raise, so that's pretty okay, I guess. He goes for Meteor Mash here, which he shouldn't have done. He should have Earthquake to do the safe move, as he did have Rotom out. but he pays for it with a miss, so that's a little bit of luck on my side. And consequently, I am able to wake up with Drill Man and hit him with an Earthquake and knock him down to pretty far down. So I notice he has Life Orb, so that means that this next Life Orb hit is going to kill him. And as I stay asleep with Astro Man, unfortunately, would have been sweet to get Trick Room up there and, you know, get another Earthquake and kill that Metagross, but was not to be. But at least Metagross is going to go down here due to its own Life Orb as it kills Rhyperior, and now we have one guy dead on both sides. And Astro Man should wake up on this turn, I think. He's been asleep a pretty long time, but he's going to take a little bit of a hit here from Thunderbolt. Fortunately, it's not too much. I do get Trick Room up now, but it's a little bit too late for it now. It's still going to be somewhat helpful for setting up Hypnosis and whatnot, but so I am able to get Azelf Slept, which is happy for me. I almost would have preferred to, you know, just Surf and Rock Slide and try to kill it with its Sash, but, you know, I figured that Rotom is the bigger threat, with its Shadow Ball and Thunderbolt being effective to Suicune, so I tried to get it out of there with Sheer Cold, which has its own accuracy modifier, so it would ignore Double Team, and unfortunately did not work. So I am able to Hypnosis it now, which is at least Hypnosis hits through Double Team, no less, and so now 2 of his guys are asleep instead of 2 of mine, so I guess that's turnabout is fair play, eh? However, Hypnosis, or rather Sheer Cold, misses again, so I'm 0 for 2, and Rock Slide doesn't do too much, and Thunderbolt as he wakes up now, and I need one more turn. That was, what, 0 for 3 on Sheer Cold, so Sheer Cold, you let me down when I desperately needed you. Oh well. Azelf remains asleep, and I send in Shinobi Man now to try to Shadow Sneak this Rotom, but it misses, and Hypnosis misses as well, so Shadow Ball, there goes my Sash, and it doesn't look too good from here. What I should have done, honestly, as we see the last couple turns play out here with some Flamethrowers, as I'm going to lose, what I should have done, probably, is go out, just double switch on my first turn, go out to Suicune and Shedinja. Shedinja likely would have walled the Metagross. I don't know what his other moves are for coverage, but I would have been able to absorb the Sleep Talk with Suicune, you know, sleep and then Sleep Talk, so that would have been better, and keep my 2 guys around for, you know, trying to come in when he doesn't have Smirtle out there. So that's what I should have done, but oh well, you know what? I'm still pretty happy about, even though I lost, because I've got my Elekid plushie, so that's what I wanted all along, was that plushie. You know, he can take the gift card and buy whatever with it. You know, I want my plushie because I can hold on to that plushie and hold on to my fond memories of this tournament. So, you know, second place is pretty nice. Got a sweet little trophy, and got lots of experience points, as that was the theme of the convention. So, hope you enjoyed this. This will end the convention showcase, and real life tournaments, pretty cool. So I'll catch you guys around. Thanks for watching. Later days.